Sports 4 coming to you today with my Week 7 college football picks. Before I continue, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate if you do that. I was not able to add up the overall record for the past 2 weeks. I meant to do that this week. I was pretty busy all week, so sorry about that. I'm probably going to have to release a video sometime this week with the overall record, so I'll probably come out with that. If not, it would definitely be in the next filming of our college football picks in week 8. But it's week 7, 12 games. I'm telling you guys right now, we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top 25 matchups. This is a huge week in college football, in my opinion. Let's get right into it. 6 in the straight ups, 3 locks, 3 upsets. We'll start off with the straight up category. Number 16, Penn State versus number 4, Michigan. Michigan is a 7-point favorite at home. This is the big noon kickoff game. Can't wait to watch this one. This is probably Michigan's biggest test yet. Penn State is a team that is undefeated. I went back and forth with the spread. I think Michigan wins the game at the end. But I'm actually going to go ahead and take Penn State +7. I think this game's going to be a first to whoever scores 20 points first wins. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I have Michigan winning 23-17. I think Michigan maybe gets a late field goal to get to 23-17 or a late touchdown or something to go ahead and get the victory there and continue to stay undefeated. So go ahead, give me number 4 Michigan at home to win, but give me number 16 Penn State to cover +7. Our second top 25 matchup, number 19 Minnesota versus number 25 Illinois. Illinois is a 6.5-point dog at home against Minnesota. Illinois is running out not their starting quarterback, their backup quarterback, and DeVito. He did play well in spurts when he has played in the Illinois uniform. I went back and forth a little bit with this game. I think Minnesota wins the game. I actually do think they'll cover the 6.5-point spread on the road. I know PJ Fleck in Minnesota has had issues against Illinois teams in the past, but I just think with running out backup quarterback, I think Minnesota is the more talented team. I think they win this game pretty easily. I have Minnesota winning and covering the 6.5-point spread. The score I have is 24-10 Gophers over the Fighting Illini. ACC matchup here, number 11 NC State versus number 20 Syracuse, another top 25 matchup. This one I believe is at noon as well. Or no, this one's at 3:30. The NC State Syracuse game. The Minnesota Illinois game is at noon. I think this is gonna be a back and forth game. NC State does concern me with that they're the type of team that I think is overall a pretty decent team, but they don't really have that wow factor. Syracuse, very good defense. They have Sean Tucker, the running back. I think Syracuse wins this game. 3-point spread. I actually have Syracuse winning the game by 3, so I guess both teams cover technically. So go ahead, give me Syracuse to win and cover. I'll take Syracuse -3, 27-24. Yeah, 27-24 is the score I have. Go ahead and give me number 20 Syracuse at home to beat number 11 NC State. Another ACC matchup, number 5 Clemson versus Florida State. Florida State is a 4.5-point dog at home. This is the ABC night game. I think this is going to be a good game, and I am taking Florida State +4.5 at home, but I'm going to go ahead and take Clemson to find a way to win this game. 34-31 is the score I have. I am starting to buy into Clemson, but I think this game is going to be a lot like the Wake Forest game. It's going to be back and forth, maybe a little more low scoring than the Wake Forest game. But I think Clemson finds a way to win the game 34-31. They're just the better team. That's what it comes down to. But go ahead and definitely give me Florida State +4.5 at home. Number 21, Mississippi State versus Kentucky. Kentucky is a 3.5-point dog at home. Mississippi State looks like a really good team outside of one game against LSU. I think Mississippi State, number 21, Mississippi State wins the game. But I'm going to go ahead and take Kentucky +3.5 at home. I think they are getting Will Levis back, if I'm not mistaken, Kentucky. I'm not sold on Will Levis. I get that he looks like an NFL quarterback, but at the same time, he's not paying Kentucky over the top, in my opinion. So go ahead, give me Mississippi State, but go ahead and give me Kentucky +3.5. I have to score 27-26, Mississippi State. And then the last game in the straight up category, sneaky matchup in the Pac-12, Washington State versus Oregon State. Oregon State's a 3-point favorite at home. I went back and forth for this one. I think these two teams are pretty much even, but I'm going to give it to Oregon State. I think from that home crowd, the Beeve will win and cover. I have it as a 4-point game. Go ahead and give me Oregon State 28-24 in that one against Wazoo. Now my three locks of the week. We'll kick off with my first lock of the week, Arkansas versus BYU. I'm going to take BYU to win and cover here. They're only a 1-point favorite at home. I think they might be the better team. I think overall both of these teams are pretty even. But Arkansas, I think, does have some issues. BYU, I probably overhyped them a little bit coming into the season. But I still think they're at worst a borderline top 25 team. I think they win this game 30-21 and they cover the 1-point spread at home. Another top 25 matchup. Number 8 USC versus number 18 Utah. I'm going to take Utah to win and cover here. I think USC's luck finally runs out here on the road against Utah. Utah is a physical brand of football. I don't think USC has the guys on the lines of scrimmage to go up against physical brands of football. I thought, and I came on here earlier this year and I said, and I gave Stanford. Well, I actually picked the upset. I said Stanford was going to beat USC. But I said the one thing Stanford's going to have to do is score. I don't think Utah's going to have to score as much to beat USC. To me, this is the type of game where it's going to probably go back and forth, but I think probably whoever gets to 30 points first will win the game. Utah, I still think, is a legit team. I think they win this game. 31-23 is the score I have. I have number 18 winning and covering the spread against number 8 USC. And then my last lock of the week, LSU versus Florida. Florida is a 2.5-point favorite at home. I'm just going to give this one to Florida. From that home crowd, I think they win and cover here. 27-21 is the score I have. Go ahead and give me Florida to win and cover the 2.5-point spread. Now the three upsets of the week. Wolf for the upsets, they have to be at least a 3-point dog. I can tell you we have two upsets that are more than a touchdown here. One's only a 4-point spread, but let's get into it. Two of them are top 25 matchups. Number 22, Kansas versus Oklahoma. I like Kansas to go on the road and pull off the upset. They're 9-point dogs on the road. Number 22, Kansas against the Oklahoma team that looks lost out there. I think Oklahoma's rose continues. I actually don't think this game's that close. Go ahead, give me Kansas +9 on the road to win this game 38-28. Oklahoma probably makes it a little bit interesting in the fourth quarter. Makes it look competitive, but it's not going to be as competitive as you think. Number 22 Kansas gets a big win on the road against Oklahoma. And I know the backup quarterback's in there. He did play well against TCU, so I'm not really concerned about that. Which one of these should I go with first? I'll actually go a little bit out of order on my list. Number 6 Oklahoma State versus number 13 TCU. TCU is a 4-point favorite at home. I actually think Oklahoma State is just a better team. And I think they find a way to win this game on the road against TCU. I think TCU's luck runs out. Go ahead and give me number 6 Oklahoma State to win this game 34-28 over number 13 TCU. I look at TCU. They are kind of like one of those surprise teams. I did not see this coming, but I think the luck runs out. I think Oklahoma State is the best team in the Big 12, and I think that continues today. 3:30 on Fox, if I'm not mistaken. So go ahead, give me Oklahoma State to win the game outright and as a 4-point dog on the road. Number 2 Alabama versus number 7 Tennessee. I just have a gut feeling, guys. I think Tennessee pulls the upset off. Alabama has struggled on the road in the past year or two. I'm not sold on Alabama's secondary. Tennessee, from that home crowd, is going to be the best atmosphere, I think, in college football all year. It's going to be 3:30 on CBS in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tennessee is an 8.5-point dog at home. I do think the spread is justified, and I think the spread is a pretty good spread. But I just think Tennessee's going to win the game outright. So go ahead, give me number 7 Tennessee to pull off the upset against number 2 Alabama. I have the scores 33-30, so I'm going to go ahead and take Tennessee +8.5. So those are the picks for Week 7. As I said, I'm going to come out with the records sometime this week, probably film like a 2-3 minute video about that. But thanks for watching the video. Hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe to your channel. Really appreciate if you do that. McD the Beast signing off.